Hi, so I'm back with the next video. Um, I don't really have a title for this series of videos, it's just stuff I'm doing. Um, but today I'm going to do a piece that I've made that's called the Top 10 Rules for a Black Woman Surviving Grad School. And women are anyone who wants to call themselves that. Anyway, that's a whole bunch of gender theory that I'm not going to get into right now. But later, we will talk about that shit. So let me open it and I'll read from there. So if I'm not looking at the camera, sorry. Also, sorry about the hair thing going on right now. The middle of the morning, I've got volunteering to do in a little bit. So I'm keeping it pretty chill today. Though I just want to say, rocking the '06 BSA Black Students Alliance of Smith College hoodie, because when I'm feeling crazy and like Black women aren't understood, I like to put on some BSA paraphernalia because it speaks to me and reminds me of a home. Even if that home was a crazy hot mess at times, I still love all y'all. And this is actually really important to me because it was passed down to me from a really big mentor and important woman in my life, Jay Pippin, otherwise known as Jessica Pippin, who is the chair of the BSA um, when I first got started in Black activism on campus. Well, that's not when I first got started. When I first had an official position. There you go. Anyway, back to the top 10 rules for surviving as a Black woman in grad school. One, back it up. This means that whenever you have something to say about your own cultural identity and you're gonna use sources, be sure to carry around 20 million books of Black people who have been talking about what it means to be Black for decades, if not hundreds of years, before white people decided to start talking about what it meant for us to be Black. Um, and then that leads to number two, know your resources. Please be able to define why what these random Black people say about what it means to be Black and a woman is relevant and can be considered real evidence and not just them being angry black people who are irrational. Three, don't be too critical because you know what? The reason why the old ass white rarefied thinkers, philosophers, idea makers of the past are established foundations of the canon is because they're right and because what they were saying is true. And you can't be too critical of that stuff because clearly you're misinterpreting what they mean. Four, be respectable. I mean, if you're going to be a Black woman on a campus, please try to be respectable. Like, dress in the proper way that Black women should dress. And, don't wear too high a heel or too short a skirt or look like a punk or dye your hair crazy colors. It's white people stuff. I mean, come on. Like, you're representing for all of us. So you're not allowed to have your own individual personality. Five, be a lady. And what is a lady? Well, a Black lady is someone who doesn't make white girls cry. Okay? It's just unacceptable for you to be angry and Black and a woman and attack the well meaning white women for all of the stupid racist shit that they say because they're well meaning white women. Like, they don't mean it like that. And if you make them cry, you're a bad person and not a lady. Okay. And now for like the serious list of the serious part of the list, the second set of five. 6. Get angry. Like institutional racism exists. You see it in your classroom. You see it in the infrastructure of the organizations that are supposed to represent you. You see it every time you have to deal with the institution in terms of financial aid, in terms of grants, in terms of every single thing that has to do with you being involved in an institution, which grad school is a part of academia, and academia is an institution. So, so get involved, get angry, get angry at the system. Actually, get involved in the seventh one. Get involved in your community. Now, you can decide that your community is the Black academic women who are on your campus, or just the Black people who are in academia on your campus, either undergrads or grads, just grads, and only the undergrads, or it can be any Black communities or any other communities of color that exist on campus and off campus, whatever. But find some community and get involved in it. Take a stance and be a leader. 8. Find your allies. This means, for example, if you're a queer Black woman in academia, like some people are, find people who are going to be supportive of that identity or whatever identity that you have. Um, don't just find friends who are willing to kind of accept who you are as long as you don't talk about it. Find people who are willing to support you through thick and thin. Hopefully, at least one of these allies is another Black woman. Um, and if not, don't feel bad about that. Like, you don't have to be best friends with Black women in order for you to be a good Black woman. Because what you need is allies, not to have your racial card checked by other people who don't know what the shit they're talking about. 9. Buy a sex toy and or learn how to masturbate. Take control of your own sexual activity and agency. I don't really have anything witty or anything to say about that. I just think that it's good for Black women to be in control of their own bodies and to learn their bodies and to know what is pleasurable for them and to be agents of finding that pleasure for themselves with other people or without other people. And then 10. Remember that student resources are yours too. Like, don't let anybody make you feel like it's silly or ridiculous for you to be taking advantage of the resources that every other student, well, all of the white students get to take for granted. It is as open to any Black, non-white, brown people as anyone else. We're all paying tuition, or at least someone is paying tuition for us. And they all let us into these programs with the expectation that we were going to be supported. Don't let anyone tell you that the resources are not yours to take advantage of. And that is my top 10 rules for surviving as a Black woman in grad school. The last one is to buy a pair of brass knuckles, but I don't know what for because I'm not advocating violence. Not at all. Okay, have a good day.